everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm sorry the lighting again is horrible in here. I've got a lamp on, I've got a window in front of me, I'm trying to make it as bright as possible, but it's absolutely miserable outside. I'm really hoping that the whole April showers brings May flowers thing stays true, but seeing as it's the first day of May and it's raining, I have little hope now. But still, I'm here to do a video for you guys, and so that's exciting. Today I'm going to do the top 10 Canadian girls' names alternatives. I believe it was last week or the week before that I did the boys' names alternatives, and everybody seemed to really like that, so I thought it'd be really fun to come back and do the girls' names alternatives. I am doing the girls' names alternatives in a collaboration with Sarah-Jayne. Her channel is SJ Strum. I will leave her links in the description box below, as well as a link right here probably, or up here, to her channel, so you can go check out her girls' names alternatives. She lives in the UK, so her list will be different to give you guys so many more ideas for girls' names if you're pregnant or if you just love baby names. She has 3 beautiful children with amazing names, and I don't have any children yet, so you're getting names from a mom and names from a baby named Lover. I absolutely love SJ. She's amazing. I've been watching her channel for a very long time. I'm a big fan of hers, so I'm so excited to be doing this video alongside her. So definitely after you watch this one, go over and watch SJ's video, because I'm sure it will be amazing as well. Without further ado, we are going to get right into my top 10 baby girl name alternatives. So at number 10, we have Mia. Mia is such a short, sweet name. It's actually, funny enough, the name of the Queen's great-granddaughter, I believe. So it's actually a name in the UK as well, but it's number 10 in Canada. And if you don't want your child's name to be that popular, but you still love the really short names, you can try May. May is such a cute name, and it's the month we're in at the moment, which is funny. So you can either spell it M-A-Y or M-A-E, which is the spelling I love. It's simple, it's short, it's sweet, and it's very close to Mia. You can also try Leah. Leah is such an underused name, I think, and again it has a few spellings. You can go L-I-A or L-E-A-H, depending on what you like. If you want to go really close to Mia, the L-I-A spelling is definitely the closest one, and it has the same ending as Mia, but it just has that lovely L sound that I absolutely adore, so I think that would be a great alternative to Mia. At number 9, we have Abigail. Abigail's an interesting name. It was never on the top of my list, but I do love how regal it sounds, how old-fashioned it sounds, and I found 2 names that are very close to it. The first one is Elizabeth. I think Elizabeth and Abigail have very similar sounds in the fact that they're both quite long and sort of old-fashioned, but they have really adorable nicknames. So I think Elizabeth, if you called her Ellie or Lizzie or Beth, it's very similar to Abby. I could see a little Abby and a little Ellie having the longer names Abigail and Elizabeth, and I think that it's a great alternative. I also think the name Gabrielle would be a great alternative to Abigail. You're getting the B and the L sound, and again, Gabby and Abby, they rhyme, so your nicknames would be very, very close. At number 8, we have Amelia. I feel like Amelia is one of those names that's popular in a lot of English-speaking countries. I don't know if the spelling is similar, but I just find I hear it so much in Canada, in the US, and the UK, and probably other English-speaking countries around the world as well. But it's number 8 here, and I think a great alternative to it would be Aurelia. Aurelia is a name that you definitely do not hear as often as Amelia, but it has a very similar sound, and I love the L, R-L sound in it. I don't know what it is, but it just sounds so beautiful and feminine, and I think it would be a great alternative to Amelia. I also think another really great alternative to Amelia would be Mila. Mila is definitely becoming a little bit more popular, but it's shorter than Amelia, and I don't think it has as many nicknames. I suppose you could go with Millie, just like with Amelia, but Mila's beautiful, and Mila Kunis has that name, and she's beautiful, so I think it would be a great name to give your little girl. At number 7, we have Zoe. Zoe's definitely an interesting name to me. It always reminds me of Zoe 101, which is a show I used to watch as a child, which I'm sure many of you watched as well. So that's number 7 in our country right now, and one of the names that I thought would go well instead of Zoe is Sadie. Sadie is definitely along the lines of the old lady names that are becoming much more popular now. And I think that Zoe and Sadie have very similar endings, but Sadie just seems a bit more classy, and I find it might actually grow better with the child than Zoe would. The other one that I have is Audrey. Audrey, again, has that old-fashioned classic sound. It has the E ending that Zoe has, but I just think Audrey is a little bit more, I don't know, girly, feminine. I can see it on an adult for sure, so I think that Audrey would be a great alternative as well. At number 6, we have Chloe. Chloe's such a cute name. I definitely like the name Chloe, but I know that it is very popular. I know a few Chloes, and I don't know if I would want to go the popular route with Chloe. So instead, you could try Cleo. Cleo's such a cool name. I know you can spell it C-L-E-O or C-L-I-O. Either way, it's beautiful, and you're getting the C sound as you are in Chloe. And it sort of has the same funky yet feminine feel that Chloe has. So Cleo would be kind of cute to use. Or you could use Lola. Lola is such a cool name. I've always loved the name Lola. And I just feel like Chloe and Lola have the L-O in them. So they're very similar in that sense. And both Cleo and Lola are very short like Chloe. So I think they would be great alternatives to use if Chloe's just a bit popular for your taste. Number 5 is a name that I know is very popular where I live, and that's Ava. Ava is so popular because it's so beautiful and short and has an awesome V sound. I think that if Ava's a little bit too popular for you, try Lila. Lila is becoming a bit more popular, but still hasn't reached the top 10 list, and it's got the beautiful A sound at the end, just like Ava does. Short, sweet, feminine, beautiful Lila. Or you can try a name that's actually in my family and I think should be used more, and that's Ada. Ada's such a cute name, and it's got the A beginning and ending just like Ava, but it's a little bit different. And you could even go for the nickname Addie if you were really adventurous. So I think Ada would be a great name for a little girl. At number 4, we have another name that you hear all the time and is probably on the top 10 list in the UK, but you'll have to watch SJ's video to find out, and that's Charlotte. Charlotte is such a beautiful name, so classic. It's a royal name, so it's no wonder that it's definitely on the top list. But I think that if you're looking for something a bit classic like Charlotte, but definitely not as familiar, you can actually use a name that rhymes with it, and that is Scarlett. I think Scarlett is so beautiful. It was actually going to be my nephew's name had he been a girl, and I just think that it sounds so old-fashioned, like a Gone with the Wind sort of name, very beautiful and feminine and romantic, but definitely not popular. Or you can try another name that's very old-fashioned, and that's Harlow. Harlow is a celebrity baby name, but it's actually very old-fashioned and definitely dates back to the olden actresses. And I think that it's just got a beautiful sound to it. Harlow and Charlotte sort of have that L sound going on. And I think it would be another great alternative. At number 3, we have Emma. Again, Emma's such a girly name. I feel like the names on this popular list are so feminine, and that's fantastic in my books. But Emma's number 3, and I think that Emma is definitely very, very popular. So if you're going for something a bit more classic, but sort of the same feel as Emma, you can try Anna. I think that Anna is so underused and so beautiful. It's got exactly the same name pattern as Emma with the 2 double letters in the middle. I think Anna's so beautiful, it has a beautiful meaning, and I think it would be a great alternative. Or you can try something that's very similar in the beginning and has the same M beginning with Emmeline. I think that Emmeline could be shortened to Emma if you want to use that as a nickname when they're a child. But Emmeline, again, is very classic, very underused. I don't know many Emmelines at all, but very beautiful, and I think it would be such a great name for your little girl. Number 2 is Olivia. Olivia is definitely very, very, very popular. I know so many Olivias, and I know that if I named my daughter Olivia here in Canada, she would become Olivia H or Olivia M, whatever my last name ends up being. And I don't want that for my child. So instead I thought it would be really fun to exchange Olivia for Evelina. I know that Evelina is actually the name of SJ's daughter, and I absolutely love it. She chose such a beautiful name for her child, and it would be a great alternative to Olivia. It's definitely not popular in Canada, and it just sounds so gorgeous. The spelling is beautiful, the sound is beautiful, and you would never think that it might not be a girl. It's definitely a feminine name, and a gorgeous one. So I just had to include it in this list, and I think it's a great alternative for Olivia. I also think that Olive would be a great alternative for Olivia. It's obviously very close, but again, it goes with the old lady names that are coming back, and it's just a bit more spunky than Olivia, and a bit unexpected. So I think that if you had a bunch of Olivias in your child's class, but her name was Olive, it would definitely stand out. And at number 1, our top 10 name in Canada is Sophia. No one's surprised at that one. Sophia is definitely a popular name. A beautiful name for sure, but if you're trying to go for something a bit more unique, you could try Serafina. Again, it has many similar letters in it as Sophia. It has the F sound, but Serafina is so beautiful, so underused, and it's a celebrity baby name. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner used Serafina, and they nicknamed her Sarah, and I think that's beautiful and would be a great name to use. If not, the last alternative I have for Sophia is Fiona. Fiona, again, has the F sound, the A ending, and it's short, sweet, and beautiful. I love Fiona. I know it's a Scottish name, I believe, so I'm sure it's definitely used more over there, but I think that Canada should take Fiona on and use it and make it more popular. So those are my top 10 baby names in Canada and their alternatives. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it and trying to come up with names that are totally underused in Canada that should definitely become more popular. Like I said, once you have finished watching my video, please go over and watch SJ's video. She's got an amazing channel and you will just fall in love with her children. They're so beautiful and adorable. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please check out my links in the description box below and check back next week for another video. I'm trying to get 2 up a week, but right now it seems to just be 1, but hopefully soon it'll be 2. So definitely check back and give this video a like and a thumbs up, and I would just absolutely appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!